every single spell that we have, every single spell has been invested just to clear out the core here. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at one of the matchups from MLCW. Now, this is a league, unfortunately, I don't seem to get to cover much of, but we had an incredible match today. I've got to keep my eye on the schedule because it really is a phenomenal group of teams that they have working through. And today we got to see MCES going up against Activit-E. Now with this, we saw beautiful defenses and we saw some crazy offensive attacks, including from Synthe. Now, bear in mind my commentary today from this particular match may not have been the best. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning and I've been off of coffee for a little while, trying to compensate with tea, which doesn't really cut it. So I might have kind of maybe missed the fact that Synthe came in with not only one, not only two, but like three different crazy things moving together with his plan. It was really one that I kind of missed, and you can call me out on it. I already had somebody in chat call me out on it, but it was beautiful. It was lovely. So stay tuned. And if you want to catch these amazing wars, watch them live, cheer on your favorite teams, call me out if I missed something, and earn channel points that you can use to redeem things like gold passes or subs and merch when I actually get around to adding those channel points in and figuring out what the conversion's going to be. Make sure to head over to my Twitch channel, hit the follow button, and turn the notifications on. You can also hop in my Discord server to find out when I go live and what my schedule is looking like. Plus, you can get free weekly drops of base links courtesy of Blueprint Base Building, all in the description below. But without further ado, let's take a look at this incredible matchup. We had MCES up against Activit-E. Ooh, there we go. We're actually in the action, and now you know exactly why it was so short. This is exactly why it was so short. So we've got Blackhawk coming in for Activit-E and bringing us through with some hybrid. That was NGT at the top. I didn't get to see it. I'll have to take a look again, but I saw WTK the other day. I did. What's going on, Will? Good to see you. So we've got the Queen charge setting this up and looking to, let's see if he's going to pick off this Town Hall, snipe it off and work around inside the base, or just clear a little bit of the path to give a nice easy entry for the hybrid. We've got the wall break down, so we want the Queen in there, which means we're going to see some big push coming through because we've got two more super wall breakers, not only to get her into the Town Hall chamber, but we want to get her a little bit deeper through into a scatter shot compartment as well. And you know, it would be epic is if he could actually get the center push where she can actually reach both scatter shots in the center of the base. But the Queen not fully self-pathed. She does actually take the step in. If Blackhawk drops just a little bit more to funnel this Queen in, she should be good to go. There we go. She snipes off that structure all on her lonesome. So it's all good in the hood. We've got the second layer wall break, the third to come down. And again, it's all about that access in the core of the base. We want to take on the scatter, but exactly where are we going to get? Ooh, I don't know that we get exactly where we want to go. That wall break landing on the AD chamber sends in a couple of hogs that are going to force their way into the scatters, which means the Queen's got to beat on those walls to get through to the secondary scatter shot here. Warden ability coming in very key, very critical as we have that combination of the both scatters, one down, but the other one coming in and trying to force him down. Freeze holds it off. Queen's going to wrap around the outside of the corner. It's looking like he's handling it rather well considering everything that's gone wrong. We've got the P.E.K.K.A still in the top side of the base, keeping this funneled through, but not for much longer. Queen, again, landlocked, beating on walls, which does not bode well for time. Oh, Royal Champ coming in, hanging on to that ability and getting past the scatter that remained from the get-go that the Queen was supposed to take down from the start. That Royal Champ, the MVP here, but we still need the time to get this one done. Queen has her ability. We've got a Loon. We've got a minion to try and take care of the cleanup. Now, wait. Queen's got an open wall. She can work her way around, but how quickly can she make her way up to the 12 o'clock side of the base here? We do have the Warden. Obviously, he can hop walls, but he's going to be working with what's alongside of him, the Queen and those archers, so he will not work on his own. Loon comes in to try and distract so those archers can get through, but they get completely wiped out, and it's not going to be enough time here. Synthe holding a nice defense from the start, though Black Hawk does have some good percentage under his belt. Why Kingsman? Why are you picking on Kingsman? So we've got Tryhard coming in and bringing through the Super P.E.K.K.A. Smash. So with the Super P.E.K.K.A. Smash, let's say we're going to eliminate the Town Hall with the Warden. Yes, it looks like we are potentially, though we do have the blimp, so he can clear out the path and then send in that blimp if he wants, if he feels it's a little bit safer. Thank you for the follow. I'm sorry, I actually just missed that completely. Completely missed it. So Warden, patiently working through. We've got the Electro Owl that was working along, helping to keep this moving along as quickly as possible. Now, I do think this is a good position for the Warden to take on the Town Hall because there's really not a lot of defense to worry about. Yes, there's a bunch of builder huts, but he can swiftly work through this. It's taking a little bit longer getting through those storages because the builder's trying to regenerate it, but he manages to get it nabbed down. This is going to be a big waste of time, so he bypasses it. That means we're going to see the blimp taking it on. And I gotta say, at this point, definitely a smart idea because time is a ticking and we're already at that 2-minute mark as we make the approach inside the base. We've got the King, the Witch is working to the outside edge, blimp sailing through, which means the Warden ability ideally used to get it safely into that compartment. Jump will lead in to the center of the base where we have the scatter shot. So all that firepower, all that damage coming down, we need to ensure that the healers are targeted on those P.E.K.K.A.s, on the Super Wizards to keep them alive. Freezes up that scatter to keep this moving on, giving it some extra health coming through. Multi and a single combo on the back end. I mean, this is looking to rip apart both sides of this. And Super Wizards coming up to the front because we've lost the P.E.K.K.A.s for cover, but we do have the King ability. We've got the Queen ability, and we've got the Royal Champ in our pocket with her ability here to get through. Queen ability is going to safely manage getting past the single if needed, which she does. And the Royal Champ with that freeze and her ability are able to get through the multi. Plenty of time on the clock, and Tryhard coming in with a beautiful start to the war for MCES, dropping down that 3-star. Absolutely superb. I mean, if he wanted to go for that Town Hall, considering how much time was left over, he easily could have. What's going on, Nemesis? How are you? And again, thank you so much to Itsu for the big raid. Much appreciated. And welcome everybody who's joining in now. So we are one attack in from each side. We've got MCS in the lead by a star, but it's also only by 4%. So Activit-E is not in a bad spot if this cuts a little bit closer with that 96% 2-star from Black Hawk. Let's see what Will has in store for us, bringing us some Queen Charge Lalo. We've got 3 more super wall breakers to get in here. A little bit of a fail-safe, looking like we want to really force this Queen along, get her a little bit deeper into the core and take on that Town Hall. We've got these Town Hall centralized ring-style bases that are becoming a lot more popular in the meta, and you really have to funnel very well to get the pathing that you need to keep whatever troops you actually want to get in there, whether it be your heroes, whether it be your hybrid, anything you want making that lead to the Town Hall. It's patience. And we're seeing Will doing a superb job at this. We get that corner wall break actually to get the King in, ensure that the Queen stays forced inside the core of the space. No real big distraction if she continues to path along. And look at this Royal Champ coming in. She's gonna help as the King tanks for her. Come on, Queen, get into the center of this base. Loon's coming in to take on the cannon. Again, this is all to keep the Queen focused in the core. King cuts over. Oh, this is looking lovely with the power that we have right in the center here to take on the Town Hall. Queen's hanging on to the ability, so we might get just a little bit more out of her. And the whole point of this is to help circumvent the possible traps that we would see on the inside of the base. Now, with these ring style bases, we have a lot of damage zones that come in the meta, and this is a nice opportunity to pop all these traps in these big, meaty, open cores. So we want to keep the loon pathing out as much as possible, but we do pick up a bunch along the way. Didn't get as much value out of that queen as he wanted. Multi still stands, and the warden is in left field, not working with anything. So his ability is absolutely nullified, doing zero zilch nada for Will. Now, this is not the first time we've seen the warden just sleeping on the job, working back, just kind of kicking back and relaxing and saying, yeah, I'll get there. It's not ideal, and it's very unfortunate for Will because it's going to cost him this 3-star. Now, I got to give it to him. Look at this. Whoa! Okay, that is one hefty, super mighty Winion right there, taking down the scattershot single-handedly. The unfortunate thing is, it's not going to be enough time to finish this one off. He's got the power to get it done with this warden, but he doesn't have enough time. Oh, this absolutely crushed the hopes of Activit-E. We see MCES coming in with a 3-star, and it is going to be a definitely tough hill to climb for Activit-E. As a goat minion. Oh my goodness. Imagine a minion having that much power to help out, but then there's still not enough time to finish the job. What a pity. So Kingsman can really capitalize off of this now. Percent is not bad for Activit-E. It's just that they need to see those 3-stars on the board coming up against a team like MCES, who has taken down, most recently, ATN, actually a couple of times. So we've got a corner wall break here, getting the queen access. We do have one more wall break to set her in on course and work through to take on this Town Hall. A little bit of a misfire there, but it opens up the compartment that gives the queen again what she needs to work her way around. I like the use of the loons to help force the queen back into the Town Hall compartment. Rages her up. We might need to see Freeze come down. Yes, indeed, because she's going for the Town Hall. That single would quickly burn past her. So nice quick reflexes. No stress on this one. Loon coming in, looking to pick up some Sams and doing its job. Picks those up, rages along the way, and helps out with a little bit of that death damage. Queen is on a good path, and we can start thinking about sending in the hybrid and moving this along. But what I do like is that he's dropping a couple of archers here along the way, not only to help with the pathing and keeping the queen focused, but it's going to help with cleanup quickly. Ideally, it would have been nice to see that queen. I think he wanted to force her into the scattershot compartment and take that on, but not enough life left. So we're going to see how the hybrid is going to adapt to this. Now, Gliv, I think you said it was going to be an 86% 2-star for Kingsman, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see how you are on your prediction. We've got the siege barracks in the corner there. Wizards coming out like the clown car. And we've got the hog reinforcement to help pick off that multi-targeting inferno. And it's a nice position for reinforcement coming into the core, where we have the eagle. That royal champ, unfortunately, tangled up with the hound, not benefiting this hybrid, but they are doing superb work. The good thing is Kingsman's held on to freezes for this back end. He needs one more for the scatter shot. He's got to be very, very careful not to drop it. Royal champ is held on to her ability, so this is huge. These miners are really doing phenomenal work, but getting hung up on the skellies as they take on all this nasty heat, including the splash damage from that wizard tower. It hurts. It hurts. They managed to quickly make their way through. Oh my goodness, look at these hogs taking on that scatter shot. That gives the royal champ what she needs to help work along, help take on things. Now she's down for the count, but we've got the warden, we've got the hogs for the cleanup, we've got the electro owl, but do we have enough time? Time seems to be one of the biggest factors here. 18 seconds left to go. P.E.K.K.A wizard coming through. Warden's not going to be enough. We don't even have the electro owl anymore. Having that open chamber was huge, but again, still not going to be enough to seal the deal This is huge for Activit-E. This could be a turning point for them as we now see Kingsman bringing in the 94% 2-star glyph. You were just a bit off on that one. You made a Clash of Clans TikTok last week and has almost 100,000 followers. Really? I'm too old for TikTok. I can't sort it. So let's see what King Dova has. We've got the blimp sailing through. Yeti blimp to come in. Do we have sneaky goblins in there? Rages it up, gets it down quickly. So exactly what he needed to do to shape up the path for this queen charge. And with it, we also get the extra value of the lure of that clan castle. When we're bringing in these blimps, ideally we want to get that lure so we can pull it to a nice dark corner and pick it off where the queen is not taking on too much firepower. Loon coming in, helping to snipe off the archer tower as she takes on a little heat. Baby dragon keeping this funneled along, and look, we've even got sneaky goblins to keep this moving through. King's on a nice course, and this sneaky goblin is trying to ensure that he actually cuts in to take on part of the AD chamber and wrap his way around. Beautiful coordination. Royal Champ's going to ensure that he does it now. Queen's working her way in, and we've got the jump actually to get in a little bit deeper through and take on that multi. This is where we expect to see the majority of the traps, and we want to try and completely avoid. Plus, we get the benefit of taking down the defending AQ. Looking pretty solid so far for Dova. And yes, it's very time consuming. We are seeing these very long-winded queen charges coming through with the Lalos, and a lot of times our Lalos aren't starting until just about the minute mark. But if you're picking up some good value with it, it's usually not too big of an issue, especially if you can hang on to the queen ability, which unfortunately Dova cannot. If he can get the Lalo going pretty soon, he can actually give her a little bit more life to move her way around. But she's doing phenomenal work because we're taking down the scatter shot. And she's coming back out, and she's actually going to take care of the cleanup. So Dova's actually got to come in and start with this Lalo, and he might need to be a little bit more creative. Where's she going? He needs to be a little bit more creative with it because he's got to force some loons a little bit further over to that 2 o'clock side of the base to pick off the archer tower, the warden tower, and get to those builder huts. So we've got the minions down for the cleanup. We're getting this force coming in straight through for the scatter. Warden ability's gone off fairly early, gets everything covered in it. Haste to try and sweep these loons out quickly past that scatter shot to work their way in, but the spread is a bit tough, especially with the multi. This was not necessarily ideal, and he's got nothing left to rage at this point. Ideally, that queen would have stayed in the core, helped pick some things off just a little bit more. That pathing forced her back out with the placement of the jump, and it's not giving enough for what Dova needs for this 3-star. Queen full health. We even have a couple of loons left over that they might add to some more traps as they make their way in, but certainly not enough time to finish the job here. And that's kind of what it's been for Activit-E at this point. Let's see what Remio has in store. I'm going to assume a Lalo. And yes, indeed. So we've got the ZapQuake Lalo taking on the entire core of the base. Doesn't quite get that air sweeper down, but I doubt it's going to be too big of an issue. Still need to take on the clan castle. So he's got the poison. Let's see where this connection would be. He can get right in range for the heroes to pick it off. Royal Champ doesn't quite step in range to take that on. The Ice Golem with a combination of the king and queen should be the trick here. Get that full lure. Loon's coming in. Wow, that's frozen up. I like it to try and pick off the AD, but they pick up some traps along the way. They just get it done. And with the assist of that Valk, oh my goodness, gets just a little bit more. Nice opening here now with that wall break. Gets the queen just a little bit deeper in, taking on a lot of damage. But with that king still tanking, she's got enough to get this taken down. I'd love to see her pathing back up into that eagle chamber and taking it on. My goodness. These barbarians are huge. Distracting that ground bow, even just for a couple of seconds, is massive. But can the queen come back in? Can she get into the eagle chamber? Has to force the ability to get through the king. Steps up to the plate. Ooh, starts the Lalo, which is going to take off some of the firepower on her and give her what she needs to take on the Eagle. Absolutely lovely. Look at the drops on these loons. This is one thing that I love that Remio does. It's very clear and defined the way he places his loons for each line of defense that he wants to target. Stunning work here, not only from the opener, but the Lalo that we have pathing along. And we've got this back end. Oh my goodness. Back end Yeti coming in and nearly finishing the remainder of the defenses. We do have a line of Teslas that we still have to get through, but he's got tons of loons left over, and he still has the queen alive because of those barbarians. This is insane. This is why Remio is just insanely OP with his Lalo. Stunning opener on this one, really settles through to allow the Lalo push just to absolutely wreck. I mean, he's got enough loons left over that he could almost start a new raid with this one. GG. How was my day? How's the treadmill doing? Good. Wassman, what's going on? Coming in with that big host. How are you, nerd? Welcome, welcome. Long time no see. I took yesterday off. I think I only took yesterday off. I streamed Sunday, Saturday. And I'll be streaming. I won't be streaming tomorrow, but I will be streaming Thursday, Friday. And then I got to see what my weekend schedule is like. But we have the NACC broadcast on Sunday. So iPro with Super P.E.K.K.A Smash. We've got an early wall break entrance, getting it lined up. Two early wall break entrances lining up. One for the king on the outer edge, and the center one to help push in the P.E.K.K.A Super Wizards and Queen together. Warden lining this one up, ensuring that everything moves along. Nice timing. Now, while the Warden's doing some work, we drop the king, we drop the siege barracks, and it all works together. Two more super wall breakers to push through the core, get through that double layer of walls that remain in the center. Ice Golem's coming out. Let's see if they can focus on the king rather than on the P.E.K.K.As. We want them pushing in while the scatter shots are there, quickly taking it down, especially while we have these super wizards here to help push it off. Warden ability, keeping everything safe. Those super wizards are able to get through, bypass, get what they need. And yes, indeed, this king has been huge in keeping the focus of those ice golems off of the main kill squad. P.E.K.K.A's working back along the outer side of the base, though. This is not ideal. We don't finish off inside. So the eagle doesn't go down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I never saw bats coming in with this one. I didn't see the bat spells. What? Okay, so we got bats coming through. Now we've got 3 freezes, and we've got 2 wizard towers to worry about. Royal Champ trying to work her way in. Is she going to distract the first wizard tower? Nope. So he drops the freeze very quickly, but whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. Coming back around. One more freeze. Get it down. Quick, quick, quick. Gets it down. Bats are going to take this out. We've got 1 more to go for that back end. Oh, but we've got the scatter as well. It's not going to be enough. Not going to be enough for these bats. And we don't have enough down on the bottom side of the base. We've got a couple P.E.K.K.As left over. Couple of wizards. And that's it. And iPro held back by MCES. Activit-E yet again unable to make this full connection with the 3-star. MCES is absolutely hammering. I gotta find out if any of these are the ATN bases that they're using. Oh my goodness. I mean, we could be looking at a potential full defense coming in from MCES at this point. They're looking to hold back Activit-E 10 stars. Little more percent to pull up, but again, not enough to finish the job and seal the deal. So 82% is where we're left for iPro. And at this point, they know absolutely no chance to turn this one around. Of course I know it's a fail. I try to give some hope. Okay, Synthe. We've got 3 invisibility spells. ZapQuake in the core. What are we going to use? Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm sleeping. I didn't see the Skellies. Ooh. Nice. Gets the Skelly donut in. Takes down the clan castle. Okay, so we've used every single spell that we have. Every single spell has been invested just to clear out the core here. Heroes have to do a lot of work, but it's all on the outer perimeter. We've got the scatter shot. Are we going to make the approach for the eagle? We've got one scatter down already. Looking to get the other one. This is huge. This is huge. Royal Champ, is it going to be enough to take on that single targeting Inferno? Come on now. Makes her way in. Oh, Lassie is such a good robo-dog, helping this one out. Queen still with the ability, and we get the Lalo going. Does that mean we're going to see the Queen pathing back out and around to the 3 o'clock side and take on the single down at the bottom side of the base? No, she's going to cut her way through. She's going to beat on some walls. She's going to be utterly, absolutely useless. But look at this loon pathing. Easy peasy coming in with a nice straight hook. Moving around. Stone Slammer tanking for days. It will pop open here as we make the entrance to this air defense. But he's got so much reinforcing power with the loons that remain. That single is nothing to the power of these loons pushed together, working along. And we even have 1 extra loon if we wanted distraction, which we don't really need. Synthe. Synthe. What the heck are you doing to poor iPro's base? Comes in, keeps it moving along, drops that final loon with just the couple of minions to cinch the deal here. And Synthe keeping, my goodness, MCES. Yeah. I mean, we are stars ahead on this one. This is what happens when I talk too much. Maverick, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. Can we get a shout out? Oh, here we go. I did miss it. What the heck? How did I completely miss that? It's because they're sneaky. He snuck them in on me. Okay, clearly I need to wake up. Thanks for the shout, because I completely missed that. I've also been up since 3:30 this morning. I've got to do a little more work. Okay, so Tiki. I don't know who Tiki is. This is a new member to Activit-E. Looking to finish it up here for Activit-E. Trying to pick up a 3-star and hold their heads high and not let MCES have any satisfaction of continuously holding them off on defense. So Queen looking for that opening, taking care of the cleanup to get a nicely set path and funnel. Hi, Drogon. How are you? You like that AQ pathing? I like it too. So we need to clean this up a little bit more, which means we need to wall break the king in, work him along. Oh, we've got a, whoa. We've got a log launch. What? Really? We've got a log launcher coming in with this one? Is he really going to leave the log launcher? You've got like 2 super wall breakers and a log launcher? Oh my goodness. So Queen's already inside the space. We've got the log launcher that's actually going to work with the P.E.K.K.A.s and these super wizards separately. King on the opposite side. I mean, keeping this completely self-contained. The Queen's the one really taking on the damage right now and the King on the opposite side. So we don't need the healers on the P.E.K.K.A.s and on the super wizards at this point. But as they make their push in, we do want to see this swap. We want the healers coming in on them. And the Queen's just a little bit too far away. Holding off that town hall, though. Log launcher making its way in and gets it working through. Now, I mean, we've lost. We've just pretty much lost all our P.E.K.K.A.s. We've lost We've definitely lost our super wizards, but we've got the queen in her ability, and she stays away from the poison bomb. We've got the royal champ coming in to snipe this out. This is not necessarily conventional, but it works, and it works well. One more invisibility spell if needed. If that royal champ gets in a sticky situation, launches that seeking shield. She's got the unicorn just to give her a little extra health and power, but between her and the queen, it's not. This invisibility spell is not needed. All defense is down now, and this is absolutely wrecked. Can swag it right there in the core. GG. So we have Activit-E finally getting that 3-star on the board and ensuring that MCES can't say they defended them completely. Final hit. We've got Arium. Can he finish off and make this a 14-star war? Hi, Darkris. OF is a new thing, almost like Instagram. What is it? I don't know what it is. I'm too old for all this stuff. I'm lucky I know how to use Twitter. It's on the phone. It's all on the phone, isn't it? Like everything's on the phone. Oh, yeah. Okay. Are we? Can we get rid of this dude? Sorry. If you're serious about that, we're gonna help you find your way to the door. No. You asking Carbonfin that? You asking Itsu that? You asking any of the guys that? No. So let's not go there. Okay, so we've got Arium coming in. Can we talk about Clash? Like, aren't you here to watch Clash? Do you need some water? Shall I find someone to go to the kitchen for you and get you some water? Okay, so Arium, with not crazy value out of this log launcher, but we still have an approach to the center of the base. We just don't get the core open, and that was really the plan here. So a bit unfortunate. Oh, King beating through the wrong wall. We're not going to have enough tank. We do have the ice golems left over, which gives the queen the opportunity to try and beat through walls. Having to burn through these freezes. Hold off the expo. Hold off the town hall so the queen can try and work her way in. Come on, ice golems. Do some tanking. Keep this queen alive. 2 more freezes, though. But ideally, we might want to hold some for the Lalo. Queen makes it in. Is able to take down the town hall, so gets just about everything that was intended anyway. Let's see if he can recover with this Lalo. Slight push. It's going to have to go inside the base, which again, not ideal. See if that poison bomb dies out before they make their push in. Yes, it does, but they just might come up to some traps. He's held onto the Warden ability for quite some time here, finally getting it off as they take some shots from the scatter shot. Keeps him nice and safe. Ooh, but not for long. Haste gets him back in there. Quick enough, though. Ooh, this Air Sweeper trying to ensure that the loons can't get it done, but it's not enough. It's not enough to stop Arium on this one. And oh my goodness, 2 hounds that were still tanking here. Sorry, 2 ice hounds still tanking here. Help with the benefit of the cleanup and finish the job. MCES with a phenomenal performance, not only offensively, 14 stars, but defensively holding back Activit-E to 11 stars this war. And try as they might, look at those percentages, 96%, 93, 93, 82. Some beautiful attacks that came in from Activit-E, but MCES just really knowing how to defend against their opponents. So I hope you enjoyed the war. Definitely a phenomenal performance that we saw coming in from MCES, not only on their offensive. I mean, 14 stars that they put down, but defensively, it was looking like they were going to hold Activit-E back to 10 stars, but a beautiful triple in the end that just gave them a little bit more street cred back into it. But you have to give it to Activit-E because they had the plans there. It's just that MCES's bases were holding strong and really forced them into time fail position. So good job to both of the teams. Really great war to see. I was excited to cover it, and it was exciting as I had hoped it would be. So if you do want to watch these wars live, don't forget to head over to my Twitch channel, follow, turn the notifications on. You can check in the description for the link there, and also join my Discord server where you can get free weekly drops of bases courtesy of Blueprint Base Building. I also put the notifications and alerts when I go live. But that's it for now. Until next time, this is Lady V. I'll catch you guys later.
Bye.